we are going to understand the data conversion process. Okay, I have already taught you data migration, load and upload everything, but today I'm going to teach you very important called data conversion. So this is rise up. In every interview they'll ask you either you have worked on any rise up object or not, or any gap. Okay, so I've already covered workflow. I have taught in the very beginning, report I have taught, interface I have taught, enhancement I taught, form also I have taught, conversion only I have not taught. So today I'm going to cover the conversion. Okay, I know most of you already got job and you are working, but I what I'll generally request you, no, at least try to master your skill in this combination. Okay, at least, because in big implementation projects they expect at least from the candidate at least one area. So all this falls under R2R area. Okay, these are the part of the R2R area. So in R2R area, at least you be very good in the GL. GL means not just GL master creation, but like your basic configuration,
Sir, your
enterprise.
screen is not shared.
Screen is not share. Okay, let me. I'm sharing the screen. People are not able to see.
Yes, sir, we can see the screen.
Uh,
Now we can see, sir.
okay, so these are the some combination in interview. Even I know you people have already attended interview, but they mostly they're asking in which area you are good. Okay, so at least tell that I'm good in GL. When you say GL, it's like basic enterprise structure and all the basic structure setup. With data migration, whoever is working in the GL, he will be migrating the GL balances, GL open items, and GL master. So these are three data objects generally a GL guy will take care. Okay, then another very deadly combination and very huge in demand called asset accounting. Okay, configuration as well as if you know the basic of project system, and if you know little knowledge about IM and PM module, little basic integration, that will be added advantage. But at least know asset accounting with basic PM, sorry, PS module, and data migration, asset data migration. This is another very deadly combination, highly demand in the market. Okay, then another AP, account payable, with banking. When I say here banking, it means that your uh, FBZP setup, your DME, your basic IDUC, your EBS, this part I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about FSCM or treasury. Okay, if banking is in very huge scope, then it will be handled by the FSCM team. If it is only just payment part, then it will be handled by the AP. Okay, and whoever is handling AP will handle banking also, and for him data migration object will be AP open items. Okay, so this is another deadly combination. You can tell I'm expert in this three area. Then AR, generally the guy who is handling AP, same person will handle AR also mostly. So in AR will be there. Then credit management. Okay, this credit management sometime will be handled by the SD consultant, sometime it will also be handled by the your FSCM consultant. Then COPA. Okay, sometime what happen, uh, controlling won't be in full fledged, but COPA only will be implemented. So that time also that AR guy can handle the COPA also, along with the AR open item GL migration. Okay, sorry, AR open item data migration. So these are the some combination you can tell I'm good in, at least in one combination. Okay, and I will recommend personally go for this one. This is in huge demand. Okay, asset accounting with basic project system and asset data migration. This is in huge demand. So at least some of the area, please tell that you are good and you really become very good. Okay, when you are changing your next career, or when you are looking for next job, it's very important to tell at least one combination. If you know all module is very good, all area if you know is very good, at least one combination you try to know. So in today video I am going to cover the data conversion. Okay, and here data conversion, imagine my legacy system is my ECC. From ECC, I'm doing the greenfield implementation. Okay, greenfield implementation means from ECC, I'm configuring in S4 and moving the data. Okay, I'm moving from ECC to S4 data. So I'm going to do the greenfield implementation here. So today I'll be training how to do the data conversion. How we do the data conversion. This is very highly required in the market. It's very in demand. Okay, this data conversion knowledge is also highly in demand. So data conversion is nothing but extracting the required data from the source system, modifying it, modifying either you can delete also, you can change also, you can whatever you want to do, you have to do the modification to fit into the target system. Okay, so today in today's example, I'll be training you GL master. Let us see how can you migrate the data of GL master from ECC to S4 HANA, and you have to tell me what are the questions you'll be asking to the business, or how can you migrate the data from ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, so let me open the ECC system. So let's say this is the ECC system, and I'm going to FS00. Just let me, please use your mind. I want your participation. Okay, and I want your logic, because tomorrow if you go in the business, you are the one who has to do. So let's say, let me see what company code is given here. Let me see some company code. No, let me see if somebody has created some company which is having. Okay, otherwise let me search from the table level. Please listen and focus very carefully. Again and again, I cannot train you because from last 5-6 months I'm training, and I will still train 2-3 more months, and you have to keep in your memory. Okay, so which chart of account has more GL? Something, this one has ACIA. Observe it here. No company code assigned. How come? Sorry, here chart of account first. Okay, so this is the company code someone has created. Let us see now this company code, all the data GL master you have to migrate. Okay, so that is ACIA. Okay, let's say these are the data somebody has created. He has also created very less data. There is one standard company code given in SAP in ECC. Anybody knows that? Like in S4 we have 17101010 in ECC. Anybody knows what is the standard company name? Anybody knows what is the standard company name? Anybody knows what is the standard company name in ECC?
Sir, 0001 SAP AG, na?
Oh, triple. No. That is none. In that you will not find anything. This is not one. There will be one operational company code in which you'll find lot of GL and all.
IN01, sir.
No, that is model company code. Inside that you will not find any detail. Let me check this one. Just I wanted more data so that no, I can train you people little. Okay, so here some data are there. Let me check. Okay, 668 data either. Fine. So we'll consider this one 001. Now go to FS00. Okay, now let's say this is the company code. Let's say this company code GL master you're migrating in S4. Let me open the S4 system also. Long back login, I think. Let me log in. And now tell me what question will be asking. Let's say this is the current company code. Hmm? Yes, Sadhya? Sadhya, you have a... Okay. Let's say this is the ECC company course. Please go in silent if you're not speaking. And all this you have to migrate from ECC to S4 HANA.
उसके लिए सर डर को
Okay. So let's say now this is what you have to migrate from ECC to S4 HANA. Now, what comes in your mind when you want to migrate any GL from ECC to S4 HANA? Whatever GL they are using right now, you have to create in S4 HANA. Let us understand that way. So what are the question comes in your mind? What question you're going to ask with the business? Let's say you are the owner of GL master creation and you are conducting workshop with the business. What you will ask the question and what you are expecting from the business and what you are going to tell them. So let me give little idea. Maybe you will not understand in the beginning. So first thing, whenever you want to migrate the data from ECC to S4 HANA, first point, generally all the blocked GL, all the deleted GL, we generally don't migrate. Okay, we generally don't migrate. So remove all the blocked. Maybe you have to confirm with the business blocked GL. Okay, mark for deletion. GL you should not migrate. This is the first criteria you have to do. Now, how do you extract the data which are not marked for deletion or which not marked for blocked? How will you extract? Let's say first let us go in the SKA1 table, SC16N. If you go in the SKA1 table for this chart of account, which now I just copied, I think chart of account is also same. If I run it here, what is the chart of account for this company code? It is INT. Okay. If you go here in this INT, you can find this many GLs. These many GLs are there. Out of this, how do you identify which GLs are blocked for posting? So see here, there are three here there. Deletion and block for posting, block for planning. So here three block indicator are there. If anywhere any GL is blocked, you should not take it. Let's see if anywhere anything blocked. How to identify? Right click, go to here. See if anywhere block. See wherever X indicator is there, it means it is blocked. So all these are delete for mark for deletion. So all these GL you should not now move from ECC to S4 HANA. Let's say this is one. Similarly, check here if anything is there. Okay. Here also some are blocked for creation. Likewise, you have to filter in the SKA1 table. What you have to tell? Go to here. Block. See here. You have to tell not equal to X. Means whichever GL is not having X indicator, meaning that if X indicator is not there, it means that those are not blocked. Okay, not blocked for creation. Here also you put not equal to, or maybe one is one by one you can put. Maybe all three at a time may not be there. So one by one you can put. Reason being, if all three, let's say, if all three in system may check, if this is also tick, this is also tick, this is also tick, then it will consider. Other it will not consider if either of these or two of this is done. So one by one you can pass, run it. So these many are the GL which are not blocked in any kind, neither mark for deletion, not block for planning, not block for posting, nothing. So these are the only GL which are allowed to migrate, at least at based on preliminary investigation. Okay, this is the basic filtration criteria, but you have to still ask the business. Okay, so this is the first criteria you have to put. Okay, so here remove, after the removing, how many GLs you are getting here? 1715 GL. So go here 1715 GL. What logic you have to give to the ABAPer? You have to give like this. Pass chart of account. Chart of account technical name you have to give. See the chart of account where it is. Chart of account. This is the technical name. You can front also you can see. Go here. Listen very carefully. K2 PL. K2 PL. Tell them write like this SKA1 KTOPL. Okay, it's equal to whatever it is there. Pass this is equal to INT. What was there? Chart of account in our scenario. INT. Tell them pass this chart of account into SKA1 table and all this block indicator not equal to X. Where it went? Not here. Let me come out of this. Block this one. XSPA. XSPA not equal to X. Okay, this is the one. And similarly go all this XSBPEB, or you can put here only slash XSPEB slash XSPEP. XSPEP. Okay, so this is the criteria I have to tell first of all. Then you'll get the list of the GL after passing in the SKA1 table by this criteria, by giving the chart of account and passing that this, if this three field is equal to not X, meaning that if they are not blocked for any kind of posting, then only those GLs you want to migrate. Okay, so you got 1715 GLs. Now listen very carefully, again I'm telling you. Now second thing you have to bifurcate which are the PNL GL and which are the balance sheet GL out of this total. Out of this total you have to find out which is the PNL GL and which is the balance sheet GL. Okay, now how will find out the PNL GL and balance sheet GL in SKA1? So here indicator is there. Wherever X indicator is there, it is a balance sheet GL. Whichever there is no X GL indicator, that is the PNL GL. Okay, whichever has X indicator, that is the balance sheet GL. Whichever doesn't have X indicator, that is the PNL GL. You can verify also. See this one, go to FS00. Hit enter. Why it is not coming? Go to FSP0. Maybe it is not created for that company code. Go to FSP0. Go here. Observe it here. So this is your PNL GL. See here, X indicator is not there. So if X indicator is not there, it is PNL GL. How it is showing in ECC? If this is the indicator. Sadia, you don't come on. Don't remove your mute, na? I'll remove next time otherwise. Okay. So if this is the indicator tick, it is a PNL GL. If this is the indicator tick, it is a balanced GL. So any GL is having this indicator in the SK1 table, you will get this indicator X. So wherever it is X indicator, it is a balanced GL. Wherever it is wherever it is blank, that is the PNL GL. So you have to tell to your ABAPer next logic. Okay. If, what is that field name? You can press F1 and here also you can find out. Press F1, go to here, and this is the field name XBILK. XB, if XBILK is equal to X, then it is balanced GL. Okay, and if it is blank, then it is PNL GL. Why it is required, you'll understand slowly. Okay, now fourth number. Now let's see. I want to only PNL GL. Let's say for first I want to do conversion for the PNL GL. So what I'll do, wherever that indicator is there, come here, balance it. I'll write not equal to X. I'll tell to ABAPer pass not equal to X. Okay. If it is not equal to X, it means that that is my PNL GL. So these are my PNL GL. Okay. So I got 655 as my PNL GL. So PNL GL, let's say PNL GL is equal to 655 and my balance is GL is equal to, this is total GL and this minus this is equal to, this is my balance is GL. Now PNL GL, when you want to migrate from ECC to S4 HANA, in ECC you have just PNL indicator here while creating. Here PNL indicator you have that. But in S4 HANA, when you want to create in S4 HANA, it has two options. If you go here, operating and non-operating option you have. Whenever creating any PNL GL, first GL account type you have to choose, either it is a primary or non-operating. Am I right, Silas? In S4 HANA, PNL GLs have two options, right? Primary and non-operating, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
Correct, na? Now,
Yes, sir.
how do you, out of this total 655 GLs, how many you will create as a non-operating and how many you will create as a primary? So first you have to understand what is the meaning of primary and what is the meaning of non-operating. If any GL you create as a cost element, you have to select primary. Whatever GL you create as a cost element, that gets saved in the CSKB table and CSKB. So that you have to know first. So in ECC also same table, in S4 HANA also same table. So any GL you created as a cost element, okay, cost element, then it will become, it will go and save in the CSKB table, CSK and CSKB table, CSKB. All this I have already taught you. Any GL you created as a non-operating, sorry, non-cost element, then it will save, it will not save in this one. It will not save in this table. It will not save in this table. Okay. So here in ECC, PNL GL are bifurcated only two. These two name we say cost element or non, both are PNL only. But in S4 same has, this is known as a primary and this is known as a non-operating. Okay. In S4 we say primary and non-operating, but meaning is same. If any GL you want to create as a cost element, you create as a primary. If you don't want to create as a cost element, you create non-operating. Am I right? Correct, na? Hello? Correct,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So anything you create as a here cost element, here anything if select this one, then here cost element category comes here, right? So this many cost element category comes here. See, this is the one. If any GL you selected as a non-operating, I don't know anything non-operating I have here. If you select as a non-operating here also you have selected non-operating. If you select as a non-operating, then here this option will not come. that cost element cat. This GL will not get saved in the CSKB table, but this GL will get saved in the CSKB table in S4 also. Similarly, in S4 HANA, now you have to identify out of this total table, out of this total PNL GL, how many are created as a cost element, how many are created as a non-cost element. If that is created in S4, if it is created as a cost element, then that GL will be created in S4 HANA is equal to primary, because primary is nothing but cost element in S4. If any GL created as a non-cost element in ECC, that will become as a non-operating GL in S4. Okay, so now you have to pass all this GL in the CSKB table. Now let me extract this one. These are the total GL. Anyway, let me also teach you one thing. In ECC, whoever is not aware, so in ECC, cost element you create from here. Okay, see here one option was there. Let me go to change mode. But it is not coming editable. Did I have authorization issue? Let me go to FS00. See here. So any GL now, if you want to create as a cost element, then here you are creating. So it is to bring in the new T code, and here you are creating. But now in S4 HANA, this both part they mix in the FS00. That's the reason we say that cost element is also part of the GL master. Earlier, this is the separate T code. This is a controlling T code KA01. Now KA01 merged with the FS00. So the cost element comes in the FS00 directly. So any GL created with this cost element category are known as a cost element. Okay, so how do you identify out of this total GLs, out of the total PNL GL, which is a cost element GL, which is non-cost element GL? For that, you must know the cost element table. So cost element table is a CSKB. Go here, pass it here in the CSKB table. Okay, give the controlling area. What is the controlling area link with this company code? So go to here quickly. Let me check here only. TKA02. Give the company code GA001. Run it. Controlling area also same. Now go to CSKB table. Give here 0001. And out of those GLs you pass here. Okay, you pass those GLs here. You can give a better, you can filter by cost element category also. Generally, because in CSKB table, your secondary GL will also be there. So you can filter by your cost element category. How will filter? The secondary cost element category are this one only. Sorry, primary cost element category is this one. So you can filter by this one. See here. If you want to filter, you can filter that will. So these are the any GL you created as a primary cost element, you must have selected only this. Okay, only this for primary. So here, one step you can do the filtration by cost element category also here. If you don't want to give, not a problem, but give the GL. Out of the total GL which you have extracted here, select this one. How many GLs are there? 655 GL. Paste here and run it. So out of this, only 162 GLs are created as a cost element See here, these are the cost element category. Okay, these are the GL. Now this GL, while creating in S4, you must create as a primary cost element. When you're creating in S4, you must create as a primary cost element. Okay, as a primary. And while selecting the primary cost element, you must select the cost element category here based on what is given in ACC system here. So whatever is there, you select accordingly. But this many GL, 162 GLs became your primary cost element here. So come here, out of 66, how many GL? 162. 162 GL is your primary, remaining all is your non-operating GL. So take this one and go and create as a non-operating GL. Up to now here, is it clear? Is it clear? Hello? Is it clear or not? Yes, no, please reply quickly.
Yes, sir.
Clear na?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so this is how you have to do the conversion of the GL. Very, very important. If you want to expert in, you should know all these things. Then only you can tell yourself expert. Okay. Now this is the done. Basic thing is done. Okay. Basic part is done. Now let us go for balance sheet now. In balance sheet GL, you have 160 GL. Now any GL created is a balance sheet in ECC. Now in S4 HANA, it is almost same except the bank GL. In case if you are using the cash account type, if you are not using the per bank cash account type, then if there is balance sheet, here also balance sheet, create under balance sheet, no problem at all, right? Correct na? If there is also balance sheet, here is also balance sheet, correct na?
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Correct. But for bank GL, in case if you plan to create in S4 HANA is a cash account. Now, except the bank GL, all should be created as a balance sheet GL, but only bank GL should be created as a cash account type. Now, question arises out of this total GL, which is there. How do you identify? Let me first go here. And now I'm going to filter equal to blank because equal to X. Equal to X means I want to filter now balance sheet GL. So if this indicator is there, it will bring me only balance sheet GL. So this many balance sheet are GL are there. Now out of this total balance sheet, how do I identify which are the bank GLs only? If business is telling in S4, I don't want to use this cash account type, then no problem. Here also balance sheet. Here also he created a balance sheet. Under the balance sheet, work is done. But if business is telling no, for I want to follow the cash account concept, then it is your responsibility to identify which are the GL in ECC or bank GLs. Because for bank GL you have to create in separate way. Now this you cannot find out easily until business says that for bank GL if they have created any separate group or some logic they have to give or some number they have, you cannot find, you cannot go in the FBZP, maybe sub account you have assigned there in main bank account assigned in the house bank. That won't be the correct way. So you have to connect with the business, you have to tell them, tell me which are the GL used for the bank GLs. Okay. Maybe you'll tell based on field status group and nothing will work here. You have to ask them only, business only you have to ask. Now tell me which are the GL you have created as a bank GL. And generally, if you remember, and all those bank GL we don't create in S4 HANA. Reason being, in S4 HANA, why you are using the cash account type? To minimize the number of the GL. So in ECC, there may be 500 GLs created as a bank GL, but in S4 HANA, you will hardly create 5-6 GLs only. Because in S4 HANA, you are using the cash account type just to minimize the GL. So maybe whatever GLs are there in ECC for bank GLs or cash GLs or bank GL especially, you may not migrate them in S4 HANA. Rather than business will give that in S4 HANA, these are the banks GL only they want to create. Okay, so you have to create only those GL, and whatever other bank GLs are there in ECC, those no need to migrate them. Now question arises how to upload the balances. That part you leave as of now, but bank GLs not required to migrate all the GLs because that is the only funda you are going for cash account type to minimize the GL. Now business will tell you that okay, these are my bank GLs, main bank GLs. Okay, in S4 HANA, this is my incoming outgoing 3 4 5 GL they will give. You have to create them separately. So this is part of the data conversion. Is it clear everyone how you have to work in data migration and data conversion? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Clear now, Uma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is clear, right?
Yeah.
Kalyan, do you have anything to ask? Kalyan, do you have anything to ask?
Yes, sir. Suppose, sir, I have a question.
Yeah, ask me,
Because
sir.
in ECC, I have 100 bank GLs. Then in S4 HANA, if they're taking that cash account considerations,
Mhm.
then how we converted that 100 to 5 GLs?
That's what business should give you, na? Which 5 GL they want to create. Maybe what is there in ECC, they may give separate number only also. Not required, not exactly same number. They have to decide which 5 GL they want as a bank GL in S4HANA.
Okay, then
Okay,
how to means how we converted that GL into means 100 GL into 5 categories GLs
that's
or the
what I'm
bank?
telling. Business has to decide, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
Business has to give what 5 GLs or 6 GL, 10 GL, how many GL they want as a bank GL to be created. They will give you. And
Okay,
that you can put in your upload file, directly upload it, not required to extract and then convert, then load it. Directly put in the upload file and upload it. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay.
You got it now what I'm telling?
Sir, suppose in ECC we have 5 bank with 2020 accounts are there, and in S4HANA they only maintain 3 bank. Then what happened? What about the 2 bank GLs, GL or amount?
You know, right? Cash account concept first of all, or forgot. You tell me that one first of all.
Yeah, cash account is considered for minimizing the balance sheet GL for incoming,
But how
outgoing,
it
and
will minimize?
by there is an option, na main bank account and sub bank account.
But how you ask the question now that for you have 3 4 GL in the ECC for some 3 4 bank. So how it will minimize? Because in S4 HANA you have to give the house bank and account ID while posting any. So while you're loading, you have to load with the house bank and account ID also. Is it clear?
House bank account. Okay, sir.
Clear na?
Uh-huh.
No, let me teach you. See, let's say this is your main bank. Only main bank, let's say I'm telling. Let's say here you have main bank 1, you have main bank 2 in ECC. And you have only one main bank. Now let's say this is main bank, 1 GL is there for SDFC, this is ICICI. So when you're loading in S4 HANA, you have to load, let's say 1,000 rupee balance is here and 2,000 rupees is here. So when you're loading in this one, you have to maintain this SDFC also here. Okay. When you're loading 2,000 here, you have to give here ICICI house bank also you have to give. You know the concept, right? Whenever you use any cash account type, then entering the house bank and account ID is a mandatory, right?
Right, sir.
You got it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is known as a data conversion. Very basic object I have taken. When you go for different complex, writing the logic is hell. You have to think. Lot of things you have to think about it. Okay, now this is, let's say you did it. Now second point arises, sometime they will tell then, especially for balance GL, some GLs are as a open item management, some GLs are non-open item management. Business will tell, I need this many GL. In ECC they are maintained as a non-open item. In S4 HANA I need as a open item management I want. You have to collect those lists. You have to give to a ABAPer. They will put in the program. They will put that file as a reference file. Whenever they are extracting, if that GLs is there in the list, they will convert as a open to non-open and non-open to open. They will consider. Is it clear? Sometime, let's say some GL may be loaded in multiple languages. Okay, multiple languages, same, let's say this 1,000 may be loaded into multiple languages. Let's see here. We have to go to SKAT table to see the languages of the GL. INT, give here. Here, how many? See, this many languages it is there. This same GL is loaded almost in 31 languages. Business will tell, I want to load in all the languages. You have to know this table also. You have to tell to the ABAPer, whenever loading, please load this table value also. They'll load it in different languages also, they'll load it. Okay. So all this transformation logic you have to give to the ABAPer or whoever developer is there for data. This part you cannot handle. Only your job is to give them logic. They will extract. Your job is to validate. Wherever they are getting error, you have to fix that. Maybe now since you have LTMC, if you are working very small client, then yes, maybe you will be doing end to end. Okay, but There again, if technical tool is being used to extract the data 100%, you never be able to work on that. Again, you need developer. But let's say you're manually extracting, our business is only giving the file, and then loading part you can do it, not a problem. But extraction, you cannot do it. If it is manual extraction, yes, you can do it. Excel and all. Okay. So very, very important data conversion. I hope you understood what is called data conversion by now. Is it clear, everyone? Uma, आपको clear है? Is it clear ना? What is called data conversion?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Clear na? So in
Yeah.
every project, this is highly in demand these days. Everyone must know what is called data conversion. Now, by now you understood what is called data conversion, how you have to convert them and how you have to load them. Okay, this is just I taken the GL master. Just I taken the example of the GL master. So please practice a lot. At least practice this one asset part I have taught you. Please practice asset upload. Okay. This is very, very important. You can tell any area you tell, but you go with good knowledge. You'll definitely get a job. 100% you'll get job. Okay. Data migration is highly in demand these days. Highly in demand, honestly speaking. It's
Sir,
highly in. Yeah. Yeah, Swati.
Sir, under one chart of account, there are multiple company codes, right? So, in multiple same GL has in multiple company codes. So one GL has to block, and in one company code that same GL has to block. In another company code, we shouldn't. In that scenario, what is the best practice? How we should?
Oh, good question, Swati. Now see, when SK1 label, no problem. But when you are going to again you have to, when you are extracting the SKB1 information from the legacy system, you have to check for which company code it is blocked. Maybe same company, same GL may be blocked for one company code, it is not blocked for another company code. So for whichever company code it is blocked, don't extend that GL for that company code, SKB1. Okay, wherever it is not blocked, extend for that company code. Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Okay.
See, because SKB1 is a company code level information, right? Correct. If you remember, that's the reason my training is always in advance. I have taught you to create the GL from the FSP0 and then FSS0. 2 T code I have told you. If you don't want to use the FS00 T code, then I have taught you FSP0. This part you can create in FSP0. This is mandatory for all the company code. Either this company code want to use, not want to use, that doesn't matter. It should be created for all the company code. This part, whichever company code wants, for that company code you have to extend, and whichever company code doesn't want, not required to extend. Is it clear?
Okay. Okay.
Swati?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, in operative chart of accounts,
Hmm.
if you keep the block, there is a block option is there. Sir.
Block GLH chart of account label. If it is done, it means that for all company code it is blocked, right? So that I have already excluded. But if block is there, let's say here, only for, see, block will be at 2 level. If you go here, whichever block is done for this one, okay? If I'm blocking at this level, it means that I'm blocking for US 10 only. It doesn't mean
Yes.
that same GL will block for US 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is what she is asking. If it is blocked for US 10, I will not extend this GL for US 10. I will only extend for the wherever it is not blocked. But if it is blocked at this level, then this GL will not create only for any company code. A chart account level also will not create. Is it clear?
Okay. Then.
Hmm?
Okay. When in a chart of account level, it is blocked means all company codes will be not. There is
That you
no.
have to discuss. That's what I'm telling you. You have to discuss with the business. Either they want to migrate or not. Whichever blocked a chart of account. If they're telling no, I don't want to migrate, don't migrate. If they're telling no, you have to migrate, then migrate it. It's up to them. Okay, na?
Okay.
They may tell today I have blocked, maybe in future I'll use. So migrate it then. But maybe which is marked for deletion, maybe that they will not ask you to migrate. Okay. So here, mark for deletion wala, if they're telling, If any GL is marked for deletion, don't migrate. So exclude that. Clear?
Hmm.
Okay. This 100% they will not ask you to migrate, which is marked for deletion. Okay. But mark for posting and all, they may tell that I may need in the future, so please migrate. Then migrate it then. So you have to talk with them, everything.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Sir, in
Yeah.
case of non SAP system like other ERP, then also we have to like it means discuss like this only, na?
Obviously you have to discuss same way, but
Same
their
way.
block not block maybe not. You have to ask them which are the GL they want to migrate. Sida.
Directly. Yes, yes, correct, sir.
Directly, which are the GL they want to migrate, but for them you have to send the template in the format you need in S4. Okay, you have to
Correct, sir.
send the template. So to load the FS00, what are the field you want, how you want. So you have to send them template. You have to ask them to fill that template. They'll fill it. You have to conduct the workshop for the template education. You have to educate them how to fill the template. They'll fill the template. Sometime in the other than SAP also, sometime who is the implementing, it is their responsibility to extract, and then probably sometime they will use micro tool, some other third party tools, Signa. There's many tools are there. I'm not remembering as of now. So a lot of tool they will use, and they'll extract it. So it depends how your contract has been done with the client. Client will provide, or you are the one who will be extracting and putting and formatting everything and putting. So you have to SOW, which is written in the agreement. Okay.
Yes,
If
yes,
client
sir.
has to fill, then you have to give them template. You have to tell them this is the template, and you have to fill the data into this. The template you have to design in proper way, which is a mandatory, put in red, which is the optional, put in something like that. So they'll fill it accordingly. Okay.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, now so you got it now what is called data conversion. So you have to do this kind of thing. In whenever you go in the project, ABAPer will he will, if you give them garbage, they will put in garbage. That's it. They don't use their own mind, nothing. They work based on your logic. Whatever you give them step, they will follow that step. Whatever comes in that step, that they'll pull and push. That's it. Finish. If you tell this is not matching, they will directly tell, they'll verify either your logic is there or not. They'll tell this is what you have told us. Simple. So you have to make sure that you are giving proper logic. They are just helping you. They are not working for you. They are just helping you. Ultimately, you are the responsible with the business. They are not responsible because they are working in the back end. That time sometimes they will complaining also. Functional consultants are getting more salary than us. They are telling. Reason being you are working with the business directly. Okay. So anything goes wrong, business will be catching you. Okay. Then you can cast ABAPer or whoever working developer. So this is very, very important knowledge. Okay. You have to know. Not only that, now here while migrating, developer may ask also the fields, which are the important fields, which are the required fields. They may ask. So all this field name also you have to give them, because they, for this also they'll prepare the FS document. They'll prepare, data team will prepare the FS document. Okay. In that field, age field name you have given. So this is the logic. See that there is something called data relevancy. So this terminology you have to understand. Relevancy rule. Relevancy rule for every field you have to tell the relevancy rule. Okay, copy. Copy means whatever there in the ECC for that field, you copy same. Okay, copy same. Let's say here, copy means, see, copy cannot be applied for this field. Okay, because here transformation you are doing, but this can be used as a copy. Whatever is there in S4 also same, get copy. So this is known as a copy. What is there in ECC, same you are putting in S4, that is known as a copy. So for this field you have to write copy as a relevancy rule. But every field you have to tell what they have to do. Then only they will do. It goes 1 month, 2 months documentation process. So this field is a copy. This is known as a copy. Anything from source to target, same to same they have to do. That is known as copy. That is another known as X reference. X reference means let's say in ECC, GL number is 1000, but when you are creating in S4, it should be created as a 2000 number, unless 1001 number. This is the number. So for that, you have to create one file. You have to create. You have to create the file. Let's say there such kind of changes is there in 200-300 GLs. So you have to create one file. This file is known as a reference file. X reference we say or lookup file. So what they will do? This file they will use in the program. They will extract the data from ECC. They will check when this GL is coming, instead of this GL, they'll put this GL. Okay, this is known as a X reference file. So you have to tell when you're defining that particular field, you have to tell it is X reference file. So they'll understand, okay, for this user will give us some file that in that file I have to put the logic, I have to do the VLOOKUP. So that is X reference. Constant always, let's say a chart of account they are passing in SK1, that will be fixed. So it is known as a constant, all the time same value. That is known as a constant, like chart of account here. You are passing in SK1, this one, chart of account, INT, this is constant. You're passing controlling area in CSKB. This one, this is constant. ECC to S4HANA, if it is fixed value, they have to pass in any table in the logic. That is known as a constant. You can tell it's a constant value, a default value. Logic means all this transformation. They have to go here, they have to go there, all this. That is known logic. NA means relevancy rule is not applicable. So if there is nothing required for that field, then you can write NA, not applicable. So this kind of thing you have to write for every field you have to write. So there will be format, you have to follow that format. And you have to tell them. So let me show you here. I have already shown you, but let me show one more time. So there will be something like this. FMD document will be there. So like this, they will give you format. In this, you have to fill every field by field you have to fill here. And their description you have to fill. Their length you have to fill. Their type you have to fill. How you'll find this length and type? You go to SK1 table. Sorry, go to SC11 table. Here SK1 table. Run it here. So here every field. Here you'll find either this is character, number, what is their length. So this you have to fill in this template. So this is the field name. This is the technical field name. This is the description. What is the length of this table? What is the type? Everything you have to fill here. And here relevancy rule, either it is mandatory, not mandatory. Sometimes business will tell it is mandatory, but it may not be mandatory from the system point of view. Let's say here, for example, in FS00, ticking this is not mandatory from system point, but business wants it mandatory. So such kind of thing. Okay, like this thing will be there. The relevancy rule you have to write, mapping rule. So you have to map it. So this is the table you very often will be using, SC11. SC11 table you have to use. Okay. Then another thing they will ask you to check table. Check table means you are giving chart of account there in the load file, but chart of account only not created. So this is known as check table. So what they will do, before passing the chart of account, they will go and check in the T0004. So if any field has check table, you have to write that. Check table means whatever value you are giving here, if that is created in some other screen, they will go and validate either that is already created or not. Let's say chart of account. You are giving language. You are giving Russian language. You are giving English language. You are giving Chinese language. That this GL should be created in language code only, not created. So how can they migrate in that? They will get error. So whatever language key check table is there, you have to write there. That please, if any language is not created, go and check in this table either it is created or not. They will go and check it. If it is created, then it is their error. If it is not created, then it is our error. You have to create it. So that is known as check table. Okay, like this. See here. See controlling area. You are passing the controlling area CSKB with controlling area only not existing. So they will go and check in this table because this is the controlling area table. Keto case means what? It is not controlling area. What field it is? It is account group. You're passing account group only not created. So that is created in OBD4. So that is the check table. They'll go in the this table and they'll validate it is whatever account group is there, either it is created or not. So this thing you have to give every field by field detail you have to give them. Okay, then only they will migrate. It looks easy, but there is lot of process are there, because tomorrow business will provide the sign up on the field which you are going to migrate. If any field is more or less, later they have to create CR, change request. Company will charge extra money if they are going to tell any extra modification. That's the reason in the beginning only every field by field you have to tell this is the other field we are going to migrate. Okay, so everything you have to do it. There will be a lot of documentation and the process you have to follow. Is it clear, guys, everyone? What is called conversion? Clear, na? I think you are clear, na? At least. Hello. Clear, na, Kishore? Swati? Swati, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Please practice. Now go for job. Practice well. In market, there are a lot of job. People are not capable, honestly speaking. You. There are, after screening 100, 200 profiles, none of them are getting shortlisted. That is the challenge now in the market. Lot of jobs are there, but qualified people are only not coming. Not there because they are like this, no, SAP consultant, mushroom kind of thing. Full coming. Whoever wants to do, everyone is coming in SAP only. Some are even completing their course in 2 months and they are looking for job. How is it possible? 2 months what they will learn. I'm training from last 5 months, 6 months. I'm still a lot of things are there. How can? Challenge is there. Lots of job are there. Please prepare well. You will get job for sure. Okay. You have to just prepare very well. So what is the preparation now? So which are the topic finished, Uma?
I
Uma,
completed GL and FIMM, FISD asset I have done. And scenarios in FIMM I completed. GL scenarios completed. It's still going on.
Lot of things. That's the reason fresher don't focus much in controlling. I don't
Validation substitution, we are stuck up with substitution. We need one overview class for that.
Okay. You have not watched the Udemy video?
Udemy, for me, it's paid. I need to make $13.
Already I have given free, then why you have not taken it?
No, that time only 1 or 2 days it's there. Now it's asking payment $13.
Papa, I given you na free that time. I asked everyone to subscribe. Why you have not subscribed then? That's what I'm asking you.
I subscribed, but after that month, next month onwards, it turned to payment.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it for
from my side,
everyone?
I don't know.
No,
From see India,
Huh?
No,
India
sir, it's no, sir, it's
I
No.
think it is USA. It's not possible.
yeah, from US, I can't watch it Udemy with free of that.
Then I don't know Udemy policy. Otherwise, it was free I have given for everyone.
No, they're asking them.
Then
Yesterday
I
also I had logged in and I had checked the same video, but it is showing $13 from my
Oh
end.
my God. Okay. Okay.
But if I'll go with Kishore laptop, it is showing free.
Okay. Then go na please.
You connect with me. I will share you my mail ID and password, and you take it.
Okay, thank
Once
you,
you
sir.
complete your course, tell me. I will change the
Yeah.
password.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So please practice this one. Okay. Similarly, let's say you want to migrate your vendor open items. So table is BSIK. SC16N. BSIK is your table. Oh, sorry, not BSIK. So in this table, whatever vendor balances you have, that should be migrated. Okay. So in this, again, while migrating, in this, all the line item must be migrated. That's for sure. In this, there is no exception. Every line item should be migrated, vendor open item, but which are the field need to be migrated? That is the question. So that you have to discuss with the business. You only think what are the fields required to migrate in the vendor open items. Okay, let me give here. Where is my company code? For all the company code you have to migrate. I'm just going to run. Oh, there is no vendor posting. In this there is no vendor posting. So let me just randomly I'm running. Okay, let's say for this company code, these are the vendor open items are there. Okay, so which are the field you want to migrate? So you have to talk with the business. Generally for vendor open item, main important thing here, terms of payment, baseline date, payment method. Okay, what and all will be there mandatory. Sometime trading partner also they will ask you to migrate. So other than header information, okay, posting date, document type, reference, that is the mandatory. So other than that, sometime they will you migrate payment date, payment terms of payment, baseline date, all this payment method, block indicator, house bank. So these are some mandatory fields. So you have to discuss with the business. You cannot migrate all these fields. You cannot migrate all these fields. What is given here? Every field you cannot migrate. You have to ask them what is the mandatory field. What is the required? See, from system point of view, few things are mandatory like document date, posting date. So that is no need to tell document type, posting date. That is no need to tell them. That is obviously it will be mandatory. Okay. But other than that, which is not mandatory. Okay. Let's say baseline date, terms of payment. If you are not migrating a document type, document label, not mandatory. It will pick from the vendor master. But rather than that, business will always tell what is given in the document label that I want. So you have to migrate this field, you have to migrate payment terms. Okay. Likewise, whichever fields are mandatory, you have to migrate. You have to ask them which field. Sometimes payment block indicator is that migrate, payment method is there, that you have to migrate. Then invoice reference is that you have to migrate. So mandate, you have to discuss with the business which are the fields they want to migrate. Okay. You have to discuss with the business which are the field they want you to migrate. See, let's say trading partner, one of the business asked me to migrate trading partner also. So all this field you have to migrate. I think trading partner field is not given in the standard template. Okay, once you can verify. So this is not there. So you have to do the enhancement of your, if you are using LTMC, you have to do the enhancement in the standard template. Okay. Another problem is there in LTMC. It will accept only posting key 31. Where is the posting key? Posting key 31 it will accept for vendor when vendor is credit. 21 it will accept when for credit memo when vendor is debit. Other than 21 and 31, any posting key there it will not accept. 29 it will not accept. That is the standard LTMC behavior. Now you have to do the enhancement in the template. Back in there is BAPI. You have to talk to the ABAPer. In case if you are using the LTMC, that is template, you have to talk to the ABAPer. You have to tell that no, I want this, whatever posting key is given, that posting key I want to upload with. So they will do the needful. They will do the needful in this. Okay, so all this you have to discuss. Sometime they may tell I need my original document type only to be used while migrating. Sometimes you can propose custom document type. For every document type, you can create only one custom document type, and all this you can migrate with one document type only. So that business can identify later on by seeing the document type. So every transformation you have to discuss with the business. Here you have document. This is local currency. This is document currency. And something like company code currency. You have to talk in how many currency they want to migrate. At least 3 currency you must enter while migrating. Okay. While migrating, you should never migrate with the tax code. Okay. Tax will be migrated separately. When you're migrating, make sure that in the vendor master you have already removed the withholding tax. Otherwise, during the invoice migration time, it will recalculate the withholding tax. And again, during the GL migration also, if you migrate the GL balances of withholding tax, it is a duplicate. So here one point you have to remember when you're migrating customer and vendor, make sure that withholding tax you have deactivated in the vendor master, because withholding tax balances we migrated a part of GL balances. Okay. Okay, that we migrated GL balances. So you have to deactivate first of all. Okay, small LSMW data team can build, they'll activate and deactivate. Then first you deactivate, then migrate the, sorry?
Deactivation in the sense like?
Deactivation in a sense, there is one tick mark there in the BP master. Okay, so the tick mark liable to withholding time, tick mark, that you have to remove that tick mark. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen during the vendor upload time also, it will recalculate the withholding tax, and when you load already GL balances na for withholding tax, that also will load. So double will happen.
Okay.
So you have to remove that tick mark, then you have to upload the vendor open item, then you have to again activate that tick mark. Okay. So like
remove,
this, remove,
the
yeah,
tick mark
remove
for all the vendors or
for all the vendors, yeah, whichever are applicable for the withholding tax, you have to remove that indicator.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And yeah. So like this thing, you have to remember it. Okay, when you're migrating, all this open item, which line items are there, you have to migrate. Okay, you have to migrate them. Yeah. So this is about the data migration and conversion. So you have to do the conversion, they will extract it. See, for every line item, if it is credit, they will put the conversion yield into debit. For this, if it debit, they'll put, so you have 500 line item there, 500 line item conversion, they'll insert into. Manually, it is not possible. One by one, how can you insert for every line item? If there 1 lakh line item, your whole life will go in the inserting one by one line item. So it is the job of the data migration team. They will do the conversion. For every line item, they will put one conversion GL. For every debit credit, debit credit, debit credit, debit credit, they'll put it. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
suppose when Park documents are migrating, how to do this?
You have to ask with them either they want to migrate Park document or not. Okay. If they want, they will tell yes, I want to migrate the Park document, then do it. Park document, you know, right? In the BKPF, there is one tick mark will be there. Park document. Have you ever posted any Park document here somewhere? Park or reversal. So one doxy here, parked by, one option will come, and one indicator will also come to identify which are the document parked. Okay. You please check it. You park one document, then observe what indicator it is updating. Okay. In the BKPF level. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not remembering that field. Huh?
For down payments, for special indicators at the time of.
That's what I'm telling. So that also, that indicator you put na while loading, same indicator you put there. If 29F is there, posting key 29F you put. So automatically it will be considered as a special transaction posting. Okay. Yeah. So you have to tell to your ABAPer, I want the whatever posting key there, that posting key should accept. In standard LTMC load template, there is no option to enter the posting key. It will automatically consider 31 for vendor invoice credit, and for credit memo, it will consider 21. Other than this, it will not consider. So backend, you have to talk to them. You tell whatever posting key I want. So in backend, they'll do the enhancement in the standard LTMC. In LTMC backend, it is picking one BAPI, that is BAPI underscore doc underscore some post that BAPI. So in BAPI, they'll modify it. So whatever you'll get, it will accept it. Okay. Okay, na?
BAP is hard coding. We have to do.
You no need to do. They will do it. Okay. You need to just tell your requirement to them. If you are a programmer, you know coding and all, you can also do, not a problem if authorization is given. Okay. But I don't know. Fine, na?
Right.
So guys, this is known as a data conversion. Everyone must know. Without, if you are working in the implementation project, this is highly in demand. Many candidates are rejecting because of not having this knowledge. I'm fed up taking interview, honestly speaking. Okay. Every day 2, 3 profile I'm getting, but what to do? There is problem. You know, because nowadays in SAP, CA students are also coming. Previously also they were coming. You have already studied the CO. Why you want to come in SAP? Go and do your auditing, GST and all. Those people are also coming in the SAP, you know. It's basically meant for FICOM and BCom guys. Normal BCom guys, they can come into the IT. As per me, CA, they are already skilled resource. They can do their taxation area in whichever area, but they are also starting from the SAP FICO. A lot of competition are happening now, and trust me, only 2-3% people are qualified for the SAP job. Remaining all are very difficult. I'm telling you, very difficult. If you become now in some manager position, now you'll take interview. That time you'll get to know. See, whenever anybody wants to hire anyone, very simple. See, I'll tell you one formula. I'll tell you my own experience. I'll tell you. See, if any job can be done in 10 minutes, okay. Let's say if it is very difficult, then training you is not a problem. For everything, you have to train for when there difficulty there. But for easy thing also, if I do that job, if I can complete in 10 minutes, but if I ask you to do and you are asking me 10 times same thing and it is wasting my 1 hour time, this is where people are getting frustrated. If I only do, I can complete in 10 minutes. If I'm training you and you are doing, then it is taking more than 1 hour. My time, you are wasting 1 hour and you are taking it 2-3 hours to complete it. So that is where the people now looking for little good people. This is the challenge because I have my own so many things to do. And I asked you to do which will take you 10 minutes. But to complete that 10 minutes, you don't know, and you are pinging me again and again, asking me again and again. Literally, I'm doing in your learning. So it is wasting my 1 hour time. So this point, most of the managers are trying to avoid. So that is the reason what they are doing. They want someone in their team, at least they can handle at least one area, at least with 60-70% independently. 30-40% everybody needs support. Even we also need support. So that is what they're expecting. Most of the manager experience, I have seen this one. So please become good in at least in one area. When I say table, you know, posting, you know, Fury, you know, data conversion, migration, logic, logic, everything you know. That is what you have to know. At least one area you can tell I'm very good. And mostly in highly complex area, this one. Many people don't tell that I have good knowledge in this area. Okay, please practice. Likewise, you try, you'll get job for sure if you build some strategy. Okay, and see how now I tell you the conversion. I'm telling most of the below 5 years of experience people, they don't know the relation between AW01. This is the T code used in Asset Explorer, and Asset Explorer posting happen in the T code, and this saved in the table. This one, research these two field, because when you are doing the data migration asset, this is what user will see in this T code, how it looks, the asset value, and backend table is this one. If you know the relation of this T code in this table, then only you will be able to migrate the asset balances. And 80% people don't know ANLC table properly. I'm telling you, 80% people don't know ANLC table properly. Asset Explorer business will directly tell this is how my Asset Explorer looks. Let's say I'm migrating from ECC to S/4HANA. Now Asset Explorer value, how it is saving in the ANLC table, because you cannot extract from AW01 and T code. Everything extraction happen in the backend table. So you need to know what is given here, how it is behaving in this table. Then only you can migrate it. Let's say here I'm going and showing one asset here. Let's say this asset. Hit enter. So this is the behavior lesson. Now how this, if business is telling I want to migrate this asset. Now, how it is showing in the ANLC table, that you have to know. If you don't know this table and AW01 properly, then you'll never be able to migrate it. So please, after every posting, you please check this ANLC table. AC DOCA not required because in the ECC don't have AC DOCA table. So in ECC, you have to must research about this table. If you want to know, if you want to do the data migration asset accounting, you must know this table. If you don't know this table, if anyone tell that I have done the asset migration, if he says one answer saying that business has given the value, I will still not trust completely. Reason being, post load, he has to go in this table, he has to validate it. Okay, and if he not knowing this table, it means that he's lying. Completely he's lying. He had not worked in the asset. Because this table is highly useful in the asset. So please, when posting depreciation, running, retirement, everything are doing, go and observe this, how this is updating this table. How it is updating in the ANLC and how it is updating in AW01. You compare it. So tomorrow you'll get to know this value is getting uploaded in ALC table where. This value getting uploaded in ALC table where. See this value, there is something called, see, value adjustment. In the screen, it is showing value adjustment, but in the table, there is nothing called value adjustment field. This is where almost one day we research it, and we know we're not. We post lot of kind of different testing we did. Here there is nothing called value adjustment. You will not find anywhere value adjustment file field directly here. Nothing where file value adjustment field is not there at all. But business is telling I want this value. And it's telling post load, since it is S4 ECC to S4HANA, it's telling when you load in S4HANA, my value in AW01 is should show here only. It is telling. Okay. Now first extracting the thing from this table is only difficult. So please research on this table, ANLC table, like you know AC DOCA, BSEC. So this is the asset side value, ANLC table. Very, very important. You observe each behavior, each field behavior, you have to understand post load. Whenever you're posting any asset acquisition, retirement, depreciation, transfer, you come in this table and check it how it is behaving. Very important. If you know this table field by field, if you know how they behave, then only you'll be able to migrate asset accounting. Otherwise, it is very tough. You cannot extract the value. You'll mismatch it. You will never be able to extract the right value. You'll 100% it will go toss. It will not balance your trial balance. So please research on this one if you want to become pro in the asset accounting. This table and this AW01 behavior relation you must try to understand. Okay, so this is about the data conversion. I thought of sharing this knowledge with you because it will help you. Tomorrow they will ask same question in interview also they'll ask, you have to ask same question in the business. In interview also they're asking. So if you tell I have migrated something, you're telling like AP, they'll tell how you have migrated it. That is the question. So especially they are trying to tell the conversion part, how you have extracted, what filtration criteria have put, what document type you have given, what posting you have decided, which other field you have migrated, how conversion you have done. That is what they are trying to ask here. This is GL Master you are telling. Now this is what GL Master everybody knows. If you go in YouTube, every lot of videos are there for GL Master creation, but nobody knows how to do the real migration. This is what called real migration. You have to
Sir,
learn.
suppose
Yeah.
from CCGL to S4HANA GL,
Hmm.
there are two document type is been added, CC and CO. On that, how we can map that one, sir?
GL Master document type, why required for GL
Document,
Master?
there is a document type is there also, na SKB1 table document type.
SKB1 document type. No, yeah. Sorry, I have not seen in SKB1 document type. Where it is? Document type. No, I have not seen document type. Yeah, it's not there also.
Okay.
In SKB1, where document type is here? There is no document type in SKB1.
Okay, sir. I just thought about that.
No, there is no document type.
Okay, because in S4HANA we have two more document type, na? CC and CO. That's why I just raised the question.
Oh, that is CO, but that is not here. That is in OBA 7. That document type. Okay, that is
Okay.
not here. This is GL master.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir,
please, yeah.
as you told us that we check the ANLC table, is there any reference? Because how can we find that valuation or the difference of the valuation? Means because the amount are same, na? Because that whatever the amount in left in asset accounting and the difference of asset accounting will be same only.
That's correct. That's what you have to observe the table. Sometime to fill value, you have to do the plus minus, then only you'll get the value in the AW01. Okay. So because filled by
Any trick, suppose in alphabet we can check A, B, C, D, but here we can only check by the number only. So no trick on that.
no, that you have to
Filter.
observe. Only observation will help you in this. Okay. I know this where it is uploading. So there is something called depreciation posted previous year. It gets updated in that field after a lot of research. So you have to populate that scenario, then only you'll get to know. Okay. Fine. Na? So you have to observe after each posting, you have to observe. You have to observe here somewhere depreciation posted the last year something, the previous year one field is there. Let me run for that asset. So observation, sir, if you do the observation, then only you'll get to know. Lot of practice is required, lot of patience is required. I'm not expecting you become perfect at overnight, but you have to do lot. So here somewhere depreciation posted in previous year one field is there. See here current year, I think current year. So this is the where it is updating current year, previous year. So this is the one I think, or previous year also there. Current year one, or previous year, same it is. What happened? Gone. So current year. So that is where it is updating there. Okay. So this what is happening when you're loading na value are matching, but business is telling that it should come here same value it is coming. So we did a lot of research and till Friday we have found few things, but still we are researching because this is exactly it is not coming in the LTMC format. In the LTMC format there is no such field given. Okay, so what we are planning, we'll load everything from LTMC except this field we are planning to load from
Sir, can we
LSMW.
take the help of ABAPER from where this field is just?
Yeah. You can get it debugged. So they'll debug it. This field updating in which field? They'll debug it. They'll find it. They trace it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Tracing they
Sir,
can do. Yeah. Tell me, sir.
sir, I want to prepare the CV. Do you have an experience like a resume or CV? I can prepare at least 1.5 year or 1 year of experience CV.
I can share my CB and I'll share some sample also. Okay. See how.
Yep.
So write whatever you know. Same thing you write. Okay.
Yes,
Fine. Na?
sir.
Because otherwise
Yeah,
you have
thank
to
you, sir.
share. Yeah. I'll share with you all. So if you don't have any question, then please.
Sir, I have a
So
question.
yeah, Uma.
Sir, need formats, sir, like the last time the payment advice and the check format and the formats which we need to like today you have show the target and source formats that we need.
Okay, I'll send you this one. I'll send
Yeah,
you this one.
please, because everything we have to work a lot by using these formats. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send this format then. Huh?
Okay, thank you.
Please share the Excel sheet, sir, after the class
Sure,
ends.
sure. I'll send with you. Okay, so finally this is the load file template. Let's say okay. So this is, let's say this is Profit Center. So these are the mandatory things. That is how it is built. Okay, I'll share this with you all. Chalo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir,
Thank
thank
you
you.
guys.